Yat A Shike Do Shidane She Annalisa Rockbridge Winshia. Yes, all is good. I'm Annalisa Rockbridge and I'm going to be your asana guide. Welcome back to day 7 of 14 Days of Joy. Let's make our way up to the top of the mat and start in Tadasana. Big toes are touching with a sliver of space in between the heels. Or if you have any sensitivity, to relieve that, go ahead and have the feet at hip distance apart. Let's push down into the big toe, push down into the pinky toe, and then find the heels, the corner of the heels. Let's pull those arches up by pulling the kneecaps up the thighs and the legs. This is going to activate the hamstrings. Draw the tailbone down towards the mat and then lift the frontal hip points up. Let's draw those front ribs in towards the back so we're not puffing out our chest. And then pick the back of the ribs up off the waist to grow tall through the sternum. Allow the hands to float down next to your waist, palms facing forward. As if your fingertips had little weights on them, continue to draw your hands down towards the mat to draw space in between the shoulder and the neck. Gaze is neutral, chin is level with the ground. Maybe finding a spot in front of you that isn't moving. This is called our dristi. Taking this moment to maybe set an intention for your practice. Maybe working on the ujjayi breath where we seal the lips and only breathe through the nose. Whenever you're ready, begin to blink your eyes open if they've closed. And let's begin. As you inhale, float the arms forward and above, allowing the pinkies to lead up towards the sky. Let the palms face each other as the chin stays level with the ground. Grow tall through the sides of the waist. As you exhale, fold over your thighs for Tanasana, forward fold. Keep shifting the weight forward into the toes and straightening out the legs any amount that's comfortable for you today. When you're ready, as you inhale, draw the hands up the legs, straightening out the spine, drawing the shoulder heads away from the ears. For Ardha Uttanasana. As you exhale, the hands come down towards the mat. As you step the right foot back and then the left foot back, you're at a top of a push-up. Allow both of the knees to come down towards the mat. Feet come down. Draw the lower belly in and up as you lower down halfway for Chaturanga Dandasana. As you exhale, lower down all the way onto your belly. Push down into the tops of the feet and draw the ankles in towards each other. Push down into your pubic bone as your hands slide back next to your ribs. Drawing the elbows in towards each other. When you're ready, as you push down to the hands and the feet, inhale, lift the shoulder heads, lift the head away from the mat for Bhunjane Asana, baby cobra. As you exhale, push down into the hands and your knees. Come into a neutral tabletop position. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up into the sky for Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Let's look up at our hands, making sure that the pointer finger is pointing straight forward. Push it down into the pointer finger and thumbs to protect the wrist. Taking a peek back at our feet, making sure that the heels are displaying outwards, so tuck behind the second toe. Maybe when you're ready, as you inhale, come high onto the tippy toes. And then as you exhale, allowing the heels to come back down towards the mat. Let's look up at the hands. The right foot steps up and then the left foot steps up. Inhale, come up halfway for Ardha Uttanasana. As you exhale, fold over your thighs. Inhale, stand all the way up. Palms touch. Look up at the thumbs. As you exhale, hands come straight down the center for Samastitihi. Very nice. Let's do that again. As you inhale, float the arms forward and above. Grow tall. As you exhale, hinge over your thighs. Uttanasana, forward fold. Keep shifting the weight forward. As you inhale, look up. Ardha Uttanasana. As you exhale, left foot steps back, and then the right foot steps back. You're at the top of a push-up. Bend the elbows halfway for Chaturanga Dandasana, and then flip over the tops of the feet. Keep the knees and the hips lifted as you inhale. Draw the sternum through the arms. Pull the shoulder heads away for Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. As you exhale, pull your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Taking 2 to 3 breaths here in this down dog. Pushing down into the hands, evenly distributing the weight into the legs. When you're ready, let's step the left foot up and then the right foot up. Inhale for Ardha Uttanasana. As you exhale, fold over your thighs. Inhale, stand all the way up, let the palms touch. Maybe we look up at our thumbs. As you exhale, hands come straight down the center, Samastitihi. Very nice. Let's do that one last time. Inhale, float the hands up and above your head. Grow tall. As you exhale, hinge over your thighs, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, grow long for Ardha Uttanasana. And then as you exhale, hop, step, or jump back into your Chaturanga, moving it through your Vinyasa or skipping it all together and meeting us in downward facing dog. If you're doing Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog, make sure you're pushing down into the pointer finger and thumbs to protect your wrists. As you exhale, hips come up and back for Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Again, 2 to 3 breaths here in this down dog. When you're ready, let's look up at our hands and step our right foot into the middle of the hands and then seal the back of the mat at a 45-degree angle with your left foot. As you inhale, cartwheel your hands up into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. So there's a nice deep bend in this right knee, and then guide your right knee towards that right pinky toe. Nice strong Tadasana leg. At the same time, we're all going to inhale and reach back through that left hand to stack our shoulders above our hips. Allow the shoulder heads to move down towards the back. If you like, the gaze can be neutral or over your right fingertip. One more breath here on your own. Keep reaching back to that left hand to spread across the chest and the collarbones. And then as you exhale, left hand comes onto the left thigh as the right hand shoots straight up into the sky. Inhale, breathe all through the right side of the ribs. Keep that deep, generous bend in that right knee for reverse warrior. Maybe look up at the right hand. When you're ready, come back into Virabhadrasana 2. Again, guide that right knee towards that right pinky toe and keep reaching back through that left hand to spread across the chest and the collarbones. Settling in here, breathing. When you're ready, the right forearm comes onto the right thigh as the left hand comes up into the sky. As you inhale, sweep that right hip underneath you. As you exhale, get the belly and the chest to rotate up into the sky. Inhale, sweep the left hand past the left ear. Exhale, rotate the belly and the chest up towards the sky. Inhale to find your length. Exhale, deepen from within. When you're ready, as you inhale, float back up, passing through Vira 2. Cartwheel your hands down and move it through your version of a vinyasa, or go ahead and skip it and just meet us in downward facing dog. Micro bend in the elbows when you do Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Keep those knees and hips lifted. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. You're doing great. Breathing here, just recognizing your thoughts, the heat that you're making in the body. Noticing your exhales may have shortened. Either way, let's look up at our hands. Left foot steps up into the middle of the hands. Right heel seals the back of the mat at a 45-degree angle. Cartwheel those hands up into Virabhadrasana 2. Hi, everybody. Again, deep bend into that left knee. Guide that left knee towards the left pinky toe. Strong Tadasana leg in this right leg. With an inhale, straighten out, Pulled back through your right hand, stacking the shoulders above the hips. Lower belly goes in and up. Keep reaching back through the right hand to spread across the chest and the collarbones. Sink a little bit deeper here. When you're ready, the right hand comes on and gently rests onto the right thigh, and the left hand sweeps up into the sky. Inhale. Breathe all through this left side of this left rib. As you exhale, maybe you look up towards your left hand. One more breath here. Sink a little bit deeper into that that left knee. When you're ready, come back into that Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2, just passing through. Put a bend in that left elbow. Left forearm comes onto the left thigh. As you inhale, sweep that right hand past the right ear. As you exhale, get the belly and the chest to move up towards the sky. Inhale, continue to tuck that left hip underneath you. Belly goes in and up. As you exhale, get the belly and chest to continue to rotate up towards the sky. Inhale, always find length. Maybe pull the forehead away from the midline. As you exhale, push down into that left foot. Pass through Virabhadrasana 2. One more time, reach back with that left hand. Cartwheel the hands down towards the mat. How quietly can you step that left foot back and move it through your version of a vinyasa? Beautiful, everybody. Very nice. Push down to the hands, push down into the feet. Allow the biceps to roll up towards the sky and the triceps to roll down towards the mat. When you're ready, step the right foot into the middle of your hands and then step the left foot up just to seal the stance. Pull the right hip back. Inhale, stand up. Very nice. As you exhale, begin to reach forward with your right hand. Inhale to find that length. As you exhale, right hand comes onto the right shin. Left hand comes up towards the sky. You're in Trikonasana. If you like, you can go ahead and put your yogi lock around the big toe by peace fingers interlocking on the right big toe. There should be a leaning back sensation, so let's push down into that right big toe, micro bend in that right knee, continue to pull the hips back. Inhale, pull forehead away from the midline. There should be a leaning back. As you exhale, maybe you look up at your left hand. Inhale, find that length of the sides of the waist. As you exhale, continue to push down into that right big toe. Stand all the way up. Parallel your feet. And from deep within that left hip socket, externally rotate the entire left thigh, knee, shin, and foot 90 degrees. Let's draw this right foot in, sharp 90 degrees. And then let's hop it in to close that stance if we need to. Hands come out to a T, pull the hips back and extend through the left hand. The left hand continues to reach as it lands onto the left shin, or you can grab onto the left big toe. Push it down into the left big toe with the micro bend in the left knee. As you inhale, find length, so grow tall to the sides of the waist by pulling the forehead away from the midline. As you exhale, maybe you look up at your right hand. Breathing here, not holding our breath just because things got difficult, but recognizing the difference between the right and the left side of the body. Where are your sensations? Push down into that left big toe for one more breath. Exhale, stand all the way up, parallel your feet, and then make a nice big step up to the top of the mat. Very nice. Let's take a wide step out to the right. So we're all looking at each other now. Good. And then drop the heels back towards the mat. Hands come onto the hips. Rise up to the chest. Rise up to the sternum as the gaze stays neutral with me. As you exhale, fold over your hips and let the hands stack directly underneath your shoulders. Shift all the way forward and then draw the sternum through the arms. Inhale. As you exhale, begin to put a bend through your elbows and then walk your hands back so that the heels of the hands are in line with the heels of the feet. Inhale, keep shifting the weight forward into the toes. We have a tendency to want to lean back here. And then as you exhale, continue to draw the elbows in towards each other and then pull the shoulder heads away from the mat. Breathing here. In this Tadasana A, continue to push down into the hands, leaning forward into the toes, drawing the elbows in. When you're ready, walk the hands forward. Inhale, look up. And then as you exhale, put the hands onto the hips and stand all the way up into the sky. Very nice, you guys. Keeping the hands on the hips. Inhale, let the chest rise up. As you exhale, interlace the hands behind you and then let the palms seal each other. So maybe there needs to be a deep bend in the elbows. Draw the lower belly in and up, grow tall to the sides of the waist. And as you exhale, hinge over your thighs. Leaving the hands on the back of the lower back, keeping the palms sealed and touching. When you're ready, as you inhale, keep shifting the weight forward into your toes. Remembering to exhale and not hold our breath. If the head does not touch the mat, that is completely fine. That's natural and normal. Keep drawing the shoulder heads up and away from the mat. One more last time. On your next inhale, shift forward into your toes. Exhale, stand all the way up. Very nice, you guys. Let's heel toe our feet together and then take a step up to the top of the mat. Finding Tadasana again, so either the big toes are touching with a sliver of space in between the heels or the feet are at hip distance apart. Push down into the big toe, push down into the pinky toe. Find the corner of the heels. Lift the inner arches up by activating the kneecaps, pulling them up the thighs. Drawing the tailbone down towards the mat as the frontal hip points lift up towards the sky. Drawing those frontal ribs in towards the back to take the puff out of the chest, and then picking the back of the ribs up off the waist to grow tall. Finding that spot again, revisiting our dristi, the spot in front of us that isn't moving. Hands are floating next to the waist, palms facing forward. Lower belly goes in and up. When you're ready, as you inhale, float the hands up and above your head and sink the hips into the heels for Utkatasana chair pose. Continue to sink down into your heels, sitting a little bit deeper, drawing the tailbone down and up. Lower belly goes in and up. As you exhale, keep the bend in the knees and then fold over your thighs for Uttanasana forward fold. Keep shifting the weight forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, right foot steps back, left foot steps back. You're at the top of a push-up. Lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Look up at the hands. Right foot steps up to the right hand. Let's seal the back of the mat at a 45-degree angle with that left foot. Walk this right foot over a heel and a toe, and then tuck this right hip back as you inhale. Push up through Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Maybe the palms touch. Maybe you look up at your thumbs. As you exhale, ride the same breath all the way down through Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, push down into the pointer finger and thumbs, spread across the chest and the collarbones. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot steps up to the left hand, seal the back of the mat at that 45-degree angle. Choose to maybe walk over that foot over one heel and one toe as you draw that left hip back. Inhale, push through the feet, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Maybe the palms touch at the top of the head. Maybe we look up at our thumbs. Riding that same breath all the way down on an exhale through Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Very nice, everybody. Taking 3 to 5 breaths here in this downward facing dog. When you're ready, the right foot steps up, the left foot steps up. Inhale, look up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold over your thighs. Inhale, sink down into the heels. Lift the hands up next to the ears for Utkatasana chair pose. As you exhale, straighten out the legs, hands come down into the center. Very nice. Let's do that again. Inhale, float the hands up next to the ears, sink down into the heels, Utkatasana chair. Lower belly goes in and up as the tailbone drops down. Exhale, fold over your thighs, Uttanasana, forward fold. Shift the weight forward into the toes as you inhale, look up. Exhale, left foot steps back, right foot steps back. You're at the top of a push-up. Shift forward onto the toes and then move it through your version of a vinyasa or skip it all together and meet us in down dog. Right foot steps up to the right hand. Let's not skip a beat. Seal the back of the mat as you rise up for Virabhadrasana 1. Same exhale, ride you down through your version of a chaturanga or skipping it and meeting us in down dog. Let's not skip a beat. So left foot steps up to the left hand, sealing the back of the mat. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, lower down. Moving it through your last vinyasa for this round. And then resting in this down dog for 3 to 5 breaths. Just noticing your thoughts. Noticing your breath. Where are you right now? When you're ready, left foot steps up to the left hand, right foot steps up. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold over your thighs. Sink down into the hips, lift the hands up into the sky, Utkatasana chair. Lower belly in and up as you stand up, hands come into the chest. Samastitihi. Very nice. So let's do that one more time, moving to our own breath and our own rhythm. I'll be up here just saying the words for you, and then make it your own. I'll also be moving. So as you inhale, hands float up next to the ears, sink down into the heels, Utkatasana chair. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, your version of a vinyasa. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale through your version of a vinyasa. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale through your version of a vinyasa. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Pausing here for 3 to 5 breaths. When you're ready, Make your way up to the top of the mat. As you inhale for Ardha Uttanasana, keep shifting the weight forward. Exhale, fold over your thighs. Let's sink down into those heels for Utkatasana chair. Float the hands up into the sky. And then as you exhale, hands come straight down the center and then stand straight up through the legs. Very nice. Yeah, yes. So let's continue to move. Let's not lose that heat that we're making within the body. So root down through the big toe. Maybe there's that sliver of space between the heels, or you're at hip distance apart. Sink down into your heels. So sit back, sink the hips down. Draw the tailbone down towards the mat so that you can draw the lower belly in and up. Hands float up to the sky, and then hands come straight down into your chest. Push your thumb into your sternum to activate your chest. Sink a little bit lower, and then as you exhale, left elbow comes onto the right thigh for your Utkatasana chair twist. Parvarita Utkatasana. Let's look down at those knees and then draw that left hip back so that those knees are in line with each other. Maybe using your hands on your legs as leverage to get the belly and the chest to continue to move up towards the sky. One more breath here, finding length through every inhale. As you exhale, folding over your thighs. Keep moving the weight into the toes. As you inhale, maybe draw the hands up on the side of the legs or underneath the knees. Exhale, folding back over. Sinking down back into those heels. Lifting the hands up into the sky for the Utkatasana chair. When you're ready, cross the right elbow over that left thigh for our Parvarita Utkatasana, for our twisting chair. Maybe draw that right hip back without having to look down this time to make sure that the knees are in line. Inhale, find the length. As you exhale, fold over your thighs. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, stand all the way up into the sky. Exhale, hands come straight down the center. Very nice. Let's go ahead and allow the right knee to draw in towards the chest. So anchor down into that left foot. Grow tall through the left leg. Continue to draw the tailbone down towards the mat. Lift the chest and the sternum up into the sky. And then let's allow that right hip to drop down towards the mat. If you like and you feel comfortable, go ahead and grab the big toe and extend it out in front of you. It is your choice, but honor yourself and your body. When you're ready, the right foot steps down to meet the left. Anchoring down through that entire right foot and that right leg. Inhale, draw that left knee into the chest. As you exhale, automatically drop that left hip down. Inhale, grow tall through the sides of the waist, to the right leg, through the chest and the sternum. And again, if you took hold of the big toe on that side, go ahead and do that here on this side. Just maybe noticing the difference between the right and the left side of the body. Let's not lean back into this pose, but stand tall. And as you exhale, let go of the left foot and let it come down towards the mat. Giving yourself one last shake. As you inhale, float the hands up and above your head. Exhale, fold over your thighs. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step the right foot back and then the left foot back and come back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Very nice. Allow both knees to come down towards the mat and then sit back onto your heels for Balasana, child's pose. Allow the top of the head to come down towards the mat. And breathe into the back of the ribs, expanding them across your entire back. When you're ready, begin to walk your hands back. Sit down onto one side of your hips and then swing your legs forward. Let's push down into our hands next to the waist. So root down through the buttocks, push down through the hands. Let the chest rise up. Make this an active Dandasana. Allow the feet to dorsiflex. So allow the feet to point forward and up towards your face. Nice, strong legs. When you're ready, put a deep bend in the knees. Float the hands up next to the knees or above the knees. When you're ready, if you like, as you inhale, float the legs up, sitting in this nice little V section. Exhaling here. Inhale, lower down halfway. Keep the keep the shoulder heads and the shoulder blades, and then the ankles and the feet off the ground. As you exhale, come back up halfway. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, lower down. Yes, it's going to be hard. Yes, we're going to shake, and that's okay. Exhale, lower down. Just keep the shoulder heads off the ground so you can do this. Maybe if you need to lower down, lift up for a second, take a breath. When you're ready, lift the feet back up. Let the hands go. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, come back up. 4. Exhale, lower down. Exhale, come back up. Maybe grab the behind the knees if you need to. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, come back up. Don't give up. Exhale, lower down. Or inhale, lower down. Exhale, come back up. Last time together. Inhale, find that length. Exhale, come back up. Very nice, you guys. Rock forward. I know. But that just means we're coming to the end of our practice where we can go ahead and exhaust those muscles so that we don't need them anymore. As you sit back onto your back, root down into your hands, root down into your feet. Allow the feet to begin to walk back so they stack underneath your knees. Push gently onto the top of your thighs to release your lower back. On your next inhale, draw the right knee over the right ankle over the left knee. Or if you like, go ahead and cross the right knee over the left. If you can, cross the right ankle over the left knee and then flex that right foot so the toes are pointing straight up into the sky. As you inhale, maybe you want to gently press onto the top of the thighs here. This feels nice. If you're looking for a deeper stretch on your next inhale, draw that left knee in towards the chest and choose to interlace behind the left knee. Exhaling, maybe shifting the weight over so that the left knee and left shoulder are in line with each other. Always inhaling and finding length as the back of the head, the shoulders, and the back rest onto the mat. Noticing how the heart rate has begun to lower and the exhales have become longer. One more breath, and when you're ready, as you exhale, let go of whatever you're holding on to and allow both the feet to rest down onto Mother Earth. Very nice. Inhale, let the left ankle cross over the right knee. And as you exhale, gently push onto the tops of your thighs, releasing the lower back. If you like, as you inhale, draw the right knee into the chest as you interlace behind the right knee. Exhaling, shifting over so the left ankle and the right shoulder are in line with each other. allowing both the feet to come down to Mother Earth whenever you're ready. Drawing in both of your knees into the chest, extending the hands out to the side, allowing both of the knees to draw over towards the right. Spreading across the chest and the collarbones as you exhale. Maybe your gaze looks over towards the left hand. Push down to the hands, lift the knees back up into the sky. Tuck that left hip underneath you as you allow the legs to drop over towards the left. Inhale, breathe into the right side of the entire ribs and the bodies, finding that length. As you exhale, maybe your gaze turns over towards the right hand. Continue to sink down and begin to surrender down to the earth, letting Mother Earth protect you as she always has. Inhale, both knees come up into the sky. And then as you exhale, allow the feet to extend out straight out in front of you, letting the right leg roll out towards the right, and then the left leg to get heavy and roll out towards the left. Letting the hands stay out, taking up as much room as possible. Coming into our final resting pose of the day, Savasana. If it's more comfortable to you to allow the palms to rest up into the sky, extend it out towards your waist. I invite you to do anything that you like to do here now to move into your final resting pose. Nice, smooth, gentle breath into the nose. Maybe noticing how the chest rises up. Open mouth, sigh, exhale, let it go. We've done enough movements for the day. Let's just rest. The mind begins to wander. That's completely natural and normal. If it begins to move towards a memory or a plan, honor your thoughts, but notice that it's moved away from your breath. Notice how the belly is naturally rising up towards the sky with every inhale, and how it just naturally lowers down towards the spine on every exhale. How the inhales come natural back into the breath without consciousness. The belly just rises back up after it begins to get smaller, getting bigger and bigger with every breath. As you exhale, getting smaller and smaller, moving in and up. Mind begins to wander to a sensation in your leg, a sound in the room. Just recognize it's moved away from your breath. Come back to your breath. Nice, smooth, gentle inhales into the nose. Nice, smooth, gentle exhales. Inhaling here, letting the belly get up, rise up towards the sky. Remembering to just let it go as you exhale, surrendering down a little bit more. When you're ready, inviting gentle movements back into the body by grazing the thumb against the pointer finger, the middle finger, the ring finger, and the pinky, wiggling the toes, maybe allowing the hands to reach up overhead with the next inhale, growing tall to the sides of the waist, feeling all the length that we've made throughout this class. As you exhale, maybe drawing the knees into the chest and allowing yourself to roll over towards your favorite side. Pausing here for just a moment to rest. Push down into your hand. Rise up. Allowing the gaze to stay down towards the mat or the floor. Maybe noticing how we want to move a little bit slower, and that's okay. The hardest part was showing up, and you've already done that. The highest light in me sees and honors the highest light in all of you. Day 7, halfway through. So as I always say, the hardest part is showing up, and that's the most important part, is how often you're going to show up to make the grooves in the mat deeper, to imprint the breath into the body, and to leave whatever isn't serving you today or any day on the mat. I hope you have a wonderful day. Drink lots of water. I need to hydrate today. But enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and I will see you tomorrow. Hagoone.